no higher calling can there be than to prepare our young people for success and accomplishment in the advancement of our civilization, our society, and our economy. And with your continued support, I know that together we can and will do great things.
I tell people I think he may indeed have been our greatest president. And that includes me. So that's pretty great. I think you can see that.
I've learned that Dr. Walker is incredibly caring and charitable, and he's really willing to take a risk when a student wants to try something new on campus.
Our organizations have a long time and robust relationship, I think going back some 30 years now. And Dr. Walker has been just a joy to work with.
Dr. Walker was very instrumental in helping us get into the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, and something that we were very thankful for his help with. The Hall of Fame ceremony, Dr. Walker touched their hearts with that induction. And the common thing we heard was the grandchildren saying, "Oh, my grandpa's a Hall of Famer." And it was just great to hear, and then see Dr. Walker put that coat on them. We know we made those families and those gentlemen's day.
The initiation of the transportation design program was very much his brainchild and his impetus, and the program has fulfilled, I think, those desires of becoming a nationally and internationally significant program in which all of our students are getting jobs in the industry. It's a 100% employed graduate body.
We've been in meetings and he will say things like, I would have given everybody a raise, but Linda said no. And so he's very good at complimenting, giving me credit for things.
He is so supportive of us that he even allows us to turn a men's room into a lab. And in fact, 2 years later, that was what convinced NSF reviewers that we're so committed that they gave us a lot of funding to complete the renovation here.
I think the greatest contribution that I've had the privilege of working with is his connection with the alumni, his connection with the students. He's always very warm and open, which says a lot for the university.
As president, Dr. Walker continued to improve student access to computer technology, expanded international partnerships, and helped make important campus improvements to support emerging technologies and career fields.
Dr. Walker, on an annual basis, he tends to travel anywhere from 75,000 to over 100,000 air miles a year, and that includes his international travel. We usually work with him for our outreach throughout the U.S. He's very warm and engaging with our alumni and donors.
He's been able to instill that excitement in people and let people know and have us all feel really good about ourselves, that we have great programs, we are a great university.
We're facing unprecedented challenges, and you read the papers I did this morning, heard the testimony yesterday. If GM doesn't get $4 billion this month, they close their doors. Chrysler's in the same position, looking for $70s. Well, they're hanging on by their fingertips, and there's going to be a lot of challenges coming the county's way, to the educational community's way.
When the economy hit in 2008, he quickly brought a team together to say, we have to do something now.
And you've responded with one of the most creative, innovative, and bold programs I've ever seen. So when you told me about this news conference, I want to come down and congratulate all of the people associated with this program. I don't know who came up with the idea, but if you see me after this meeting, I'd like to offer you a job, because
We take great pride in the work we do for the U.S. Army, the Department of Transportation, MDOT, and the other state DOTs that we work with to develop innovative materials that help save lives, save taxpayer money, and keep people safe.
Simmer, if it wasn't up to Louis Walker, it would have been next to impossible to achieve. Louis has been very motivated. He traveled with us to talk about Simmer, the benefit of Simmer, how we can bring the funding to Simmer, how we can actually establish Simmer.
And the impact it has on civil engineering materials across the country, actually across the globe, if people think about the carbon fiber development that's happening here as well.
Well, the contribution that Dr. Walker made to the university that to me is very significant actually occurred while he was provost, and that was establishing the L2 Online initiative. Some people don't know that it was actually Dr. Walker who came up with that concept.
And Dr. Walker grabbed that and said, this is good for our future. We're going to do this, and he put all the pieces in place, and now we have a thriving online program, and it's just growing and growing every year.
Yeah, it wasn't a new idea, I think, to bring the leadership capabilities for the students, so students were leaders when they graduated from Lawrence Tech. That made a big difference.
Students at Lawrence Technological University will eventually be individuals who change the world. And that's something that I think that truly will be his legacy if we don't let it die.
Years from now, when we're both in our rocking chair, mine will look a lot better because I'm going to bedazzle it, but we both can smile and say that Lawrence Tech and the city of Southfield are still two strong institutions and places where our leadership has contributed to that, and we can look at the next generation with pride.
So I think his legacy is one that is very rich. It is one that I will follow to benefit this institution and learn personally from his experiences and contributions.
Thank you, Dr. Walker, for empowering students and providing us with the opportunities to be successful here at Lawrence Tech and in the future.
So I'd just like to thank Dr. Walker for his valuable service to Lawrence Tech, to our state, to its students, and to the country. You have helped keep Michigan on the leading edge of technological advancement and academic achievement. Thank you.
Thank you for seeing some potential in me and believing in me. It means the world to me.
You've done an outstanding job at Lawrence Technological University. You've taken it to a whole new chapter. I think it's called Chapter 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I know you're not leaving. You're moving on into the next phase, which would be your role as chancellor. And I'm sure you'll be outstanding in that role as well. I look forward to working with you, not only in that role next year, but for many years to come. Good luck, my friend.
Dr. Walker, I've shared this with you before, but I'm just going to tell you again. You are going to be sorely missed. We're going to really miss you.
Dr. Walker, on behalf of the students and alumni and faculty of the nonprofit graduate program at Lawrence Tech, we owe you deep appreciation for all that you've done for it.
Hey, Lewis, time to work on that golf game now.
Dr. Walker, I just want to say thank you so much for being my mentor. You have no idea what an impact you've made on me.
And you should be very proud of what you accomplished. And we will miss you, but you will always be here for us in everything that we see that you accomplished.